Warning.
This video was constructed with absolute driver, passenger, and other driver safety in mind at all times. Throughout this entire video, I will not look at the camera once. Which brings me to today's topic, awareness. Disc golf. How does awareness come into play with disc golf? Well, you know, of course we're trying to be focused as much as possible when we're right in the middle of our shot or right before we get up to our shot, but I've adopted a principle that I try to implement in all phases of my life, and that is being pro what I believe in and not being anti something I don't believe in. So, for instance, Mother Teresa was once asked if she would attend an anti-war rally, and she declined, but responded by saying, "The moment you have a pro-peace rally, I'll be the first one to sign up." How does that tie into my disc golf game? Well, when I'm right up to a shot, if I've played the hole before, one hole comes into mind in particular, hole 13 in La Mirada. If you've ever played it, it's right along the side of a road. To the left, if you throw left, it's gonna be, it's gonna hit the road, which will be OB. And there's two mandatory trees that you have to shoot through a tunnel, and it kind of is a low ceiling, a low canopy, so you have to really have a precise shot. Now, a lot of the locals who play often have got this shot pinned, and it seems to be my nemesis. So a lot of times I find myself just pulling out my mid-range and going with what I know. That ties into mental awareness because I am sticking to what I know I'm good at. I've got a good straight shot. I can rely on my truth or my rock to go right through that tunnel at a low speed. It's not gonna get carried away, and it won't veer left hard. It'll just kind of drop left at the end of its flight. So for me, I'm sticking to the shot that I know I do well at. I am tempted to pull out my driver and shoot it as long as I can and try to get it closer to the basket, but that usually ends in the result of me throwing OB and then regretting the fact that I didn't just throw the rock in the first place. So I'm going to focus on what I am good at. I'm going to use the shot that's going to give me the best possible score in the end. How many times will I be successful with this shot in comparison how many times I'd be successful with a different shot? And when I think about that logically, I'm able to break it down and say, yeah, okay, this is the best shot for me. When I start to think of something negative like,
don't hit that tree,
what's the first thing you do? You hit that tree, right? So when I recognize I'm about to throw and I hear this negative thought come into my head, I will envision a stop sign, like a big red octagon in my mind, and I will step back, even if I have to step out of the box for a quick second. During tournament play, I think you got like 30 seconds or something to that time, so that's plenty of time for me to just take a quick step back, envision the stop sign, and replace it with an affirmation like fairway. I'm going to hit right in that fairway. I want to be right in the middle of the green, so my next shot is lined up perfectly. And I would encourage you to do the same. Why don't you share some of the stories with me that you have when it comes time? How do you deal with negative thoughts that come into play? I know as a beginner, as the absolute novice, when I first started playing, it was very frequent that I would just hear that negative thought and continue to play, and then, self-fulfilling prophecy, and I would run into that tree or whatever it was that I thought of negatively. And now that I'm progressing and wanting to improve in my disc golf game, I'm pulling up these tools that help me to be a better player overall. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. You guys, I love you so much, and all the love and support the disc golf community has shown to me. The great news is this channel, we've got new sponsorship. Blenders Eyewear. You can see the little cool little double stripes they got there. If you think these glasses are cool, or if you want to take a look at their website, go ahead and visit Blenders, www.blenderseyewear.com. And all of our subscribers receive a 30% discount. Super rad, right? Yeah, it usually ends up giving like free tax and free shipping, and maybe even a little bit of a discount on top of that. So take a look at their glasses. Their price ranges are really modest and affordable. They're anywhere between like $20 up to like $40. So with a discount like 30%, you can get hooked up pretty well. Share some of the stories about how you combat negative thoughts. I have accomplished my goal. I have not looked at this camera once. I'm gonna try to hit the stop button without even looking at it.